Alright guys, today we're going to work with a medium dice. I have a potato that is already peeled here, and what we're looking for today is a 1/2 inch by a 1/2 inch cut. Just like within the previous video, go ahead and get a flat side and make sure you measure about a half an inch right there and cut through, and then do the same on the bottom side and we can get rid of that. And you should end up with a potato that looks kind of like that. Okay, and then we're going to go about a 1/2 inch. We'll cut our slabs like so. Should be fairly easy. And then we're going to take the slabs, get them nice and straight, and continue doing 1/2 inch batons. Notice that this time we're going to go a long ways. And then after that, we're going to go into 1/2 inch cubes, okay? And I'm doing the same thing, square the potato out, just like so. And this should give you a nice medium dice. All right. Here we go. I have a beautiful medium dice. I have a container with water where I'm going to place my potatoes, and you feel free to use these potatoes for a potato salad. We talked about mayo this last week, so these potatoes are perfectly cut for a potato salad. Since we're here and we're talking about medium dice, we keep practicing with potatoes, which are fairly easy. And I brought a couple of other vegetables to show you how to fabricate those. I have an onion here, and the idea here will be that we are going to cut this end off, and then we will split the onion straight through the hairs, and then we'll peel it, and then we'll cut it into a medium dice as well. So 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. We'll create a flat side by removing that end right through the middle of the root end. We're going to cut that onion in half. At this point, I'm going to bring my bowl in, and I can go ahead and peel the onion right onto the bowl, so I don't make a mess on my board. Now, when we cut an onion, a couple of different ways to cut a medium dice. Classically, the goal will be to go and do cuts about every 1/2 inch, almost all the way to the back, not all the way through. Okay, and we'll go like so, all the way through our onion, and then once we have it like that, we turn it sideways. We'll grab our knife, we'll come about 1/2 inch from the board, put our palm, with our fingers sticking up, and cut into the onion almost all the way through. Okay, we'll pull it up, we'll move up 1/2 inch more, and we'll cut one more time, actually pointing the knife towards, in a little bit of an angle towards the board. Okay, we'll do that, and then we should be able to hold the onion together and go about 1/2 inch and do our cut, and we should have a pretty nice medium dice there. Okay, that should work fairly easy for you guys. And although that's the classical way to do it, I'm going to show you a little bit of a different way to do it that I feel is safer. Okay, and basically what we're going to do here is that we are going to use our knife and cut radially with the onion. What that means is that we're going to follow the angle on the top of the onion, and that's what our knife is going to do. That's going to avoid our cross cut like so, and there's less likelihood of us cutting our fingers. All right, so the goal will be to follow the shape of the onion, and every 1/2 inch do a cut. Notice that my knife is straightening out, and now we'll have the onion like that. We won't have to do a cross cut like so, and we can go back and every 1/2 inch make a cut, and there's our medium dice. Another vegetable that people always sometimes have trouble cutting is a pepper. I brought a pepper here, and I'll show you the way that I cut it. There's many different ways to cut it. I just find this way to be a fairly easy one. I will start cutting in one side and then bring my knife equal to the board and roll the pepper over as I'm taking the flesh off of it. Okay, so the goal is to start like so. We will go in like so, and when I get almost all the way to the bottom, I start pulling the pepper to the side. Notice that my knife is sideways, and I keep rolling until I have my whole pepper off of it, and then I cut the bottom, and this part will go away. Okay, and then I will cut this into 2 or 3 pieces depending on how big the pepper is. And once again, we're going to cut a medium dice, which is a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. When I'm cutting peppers, it's a little bit different, as they tend to have a curve. If the piece is small enough and I can hold it down, I would do so, but sometimes I will put my thumb behind the pepper like so, and then my hands on top of it, and then I'm still following the claw by having my knife touch my knuckles. Know that anytime that you cut peppers or tomatoes, you want to have the skin side down, so that way your knife can get into the vegetable fairly quickly, as if your knife is not completely sharp, the skin tends to be a little bit slippery, and we're avoiding the knife slipping and injuring us. So what I would do right here is hold the pepper like so, and use my knuckles as the guide, even though my hand is not 100% in a claw position. Okay, once you have them cut into batons, you can turn them over and cut them into a 1/2 inch. Square. All right, this is a medium dice cut. That's what the assignment is for this week. Thank you.